Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tipper Betting Tips. Hope you're having a fantastic evening and you're getting ready for the racing that's going to be taking place out at Turffontein. I'm going to have the postman tipping out at Turffontein, so I'm going to hand you over to the postman.
Yeah, good evening, Steve. Good evening, all, and a big warm welcome to the Top Tipper family. Racing comes to us on Tuesday, the 5th of July, from the Turffontein Inner Track. There are 8 races carded, and the first is due off at 12:30. Guys, when we went through the card, we are of the opinion that Gavin Larena is going to have a good day. So just keep having a look, include him in everything. Maybe take some all-to-comes, but we do think that Gavin Larena will have a decent day. As I said, the first is due off at 12:30. This is a Work Riders maiden plate to be run over 1,200 meters. Not the strongest of fields, and our first selection here is horse number 1, Great Times. Clinton Simpson gets a ride for Brett Weber. Clinton rode it last time out. He finished second behind Quick Run. He was in touch. I certainly won't be taking 14 to 10. The additional 200 meters may not suit. Just be careful here. If you're taking bipots and everything, I would certainly load up. For second, we have gone for horse number 10, Magic Flower. Sam Marcia getting the ride here for Paul Peter. Again, this has average form. I see they've kept the blinkers on, and in this field can certainly run into the money here. I think this is around about 7 to 1. What should go down, and if you want to have a touch, maybe that's the one to put places. I'd rather put places on that than take 14 to 10 on horse number 1. For third, we have gone for the first timer. This is horse number 8, Iron Fist. This is another Paul Peter inmate, nicely drawn at 1. And this Sun Out of Flying, the flag is not too badly bred. And again, doesn't have to be too good to win this race. For fourth, we have gone for horse number 2, Sado Numsa. And Work Rider Sapika gets a ride here for Joey Somo. Sapika rode it last time out. He finished third behind Coming In Hot. He jumped, he set the pace over 1,400 meters. And over 1,200 meters, the coming back to 1,200 meters would suit this horse even better than last run. And again, guys, not a race to get involved in. If you're taking bipods, put in as many as the budget would allow. Please take note, guys. Horse 3, Canelo, has been scratched. So in race 1, as I said, a very weak Work Riders handicap. We've gone 1, 10, 8, and 2. We move on to the second race in the card, due off at 13:05, maiden plate for the girls to be run over 1,200 meters. And in the second race, our first selection here is horse number 5, Act of Mercy. This is the first of the Gavin Larena mounts that we think will go very, very well. Nicely drawn at 1. Gavin getting the ride for Fani Broncos. We go and look, I think he's got about a 35 or 36% win strike rate for the stable. He's got over 60% place strike rate for the stable. And again, guys, round about 8 to 1, this may be worth a nice each way bet. For second, we have gone for horse number 1, and this is Simply Magic. Craig Zaki getting the ride here for Brett Crawford. Has had one run in the province, was not a bad effort, finishing 5th, 5.5 lengths behind Antigua Knight, but is certainly capable of running a drum. For third, we've gone for horse number 6, Inventrix. Samanga Kamalo is riding the stable companion of our first selection. As I said, Samanga for Fani Broncos. This has had 2 decent runs. First time Samanga jumps aboard. And again, in this field, first time over 1,200 meters, may improve to go close. Maybe if you take the swingers 5 and 6 or exactors, box 5 and 6, the Finely Broncos 2, you can pick up a couple rand there. For fourth, we have gone for a first timer here, horse number 8, Mrs. Browning. Muzieni getting the ride for Paul Peter, and this daughter of Rafif as well, nicely bred. And again, I don't think she has to be world class to win this type of race. She is drawn 5, which is not too bad. And for place accumulators, I do think that 1 and 5 would be sufficient. And in race 2, we, as I said, have gone 5, 1, 6 and 8, and we think that that's the first of the Reno winners. Third race on the card, and this is our value bet of the day. This would be horse number 1, Full House, Gavin Larena, getting the ride here for Joey Somo. This is a 1450 meter event. It's a novice handicap, draw at 1340. As I said, Gavin Larena getting the ride here for the Joey Somo stable. This is a third run after rest, and round about 7 to 1. I think this is great value. For second, we have gone for horse number 3, Toffas, Keegan DeMello for Candace Dawson. Second run after rest, won a maiden really easily. Certainly cannot be left out exotics. I know it is a first run after a maiden win, but again, not the strongest field in the world, and certainly good enough to make this field pick up their feet. For third, gone for horse number 4, Just a Memory, Nathan Klink, getting the ride here for St. John Gray. Again, has some fair form. This drops back to a more suitable distance of 1450 meters, and again, round about 8.5, 9 to 1, certainly worth a little place bet. For fourth, we've gone for horse number 10, and this is a real roughie here, Kakaya Hill. This is for the Sunday and Choli for the Finely Broncos stable. If we look at the last 2 runs, they have not been bad at all. Last time out, finished 5th, under 2 lengths behind Quattro Passi. Switched 400 out, which put paid to its chances. This is a third run after a rest, and can certainly go close in this race. So race 3, we've gone 1, 3, 4 and 10, and we think that the 1 is a nice value bet. Fourth race on the card, draw off at 14.15, merit rate at 84 handicap, to be run over 1500 meters. And again, in race 4, gone for horse number 3, Roja, Gavin Larena for Paul Peter, nicely drawn at 1. Gavin did ride this one 3 runs back, whereby he beat McKenna Sky by a neck. I think this will jump, will sit up there, and will certainly give a decent account of itself. For second, we have gone for horse number 8, Motor City Hitman. Caden Brewer getting the ride here for the Paulie Peter stable. He claims 1.5, and again, this will certainly be there and thereabouts. For third, we have gone for horse number 10, Bosue. JP van der Merwe getting the ride for the Bar and Purchase Yvette Forster stable. The reason why we've gone for this, every time he runs at the course, he's at 2 runs for 1 win and a second. I know it's drawn a little wide at 12. I do think that if JP can sit off the pace, come with a late rattle, round about 25 to 1, certainly worth a place bet and inclusion into exotics. For fourth, we have gone for horse number 13, Call Me Master. This is Muzieni for Robbie Sage. This has won 2 on the trot with Muzi aboard. Going for 3, certainly cannot be left out of jackpots and pick sixes. So in the fourth race, we've gone 3, 8, 10 and 13. Fifth race on the card, draw at 14.50, 2600 meters, and the summit rated 78 handicap. Please take note, guys, horse number 2 rule book has been scratched, leaving us with 7 runners. And the fifth race, guys, I think is the best bet on the card. This is horse number 5, Lamborghini. We tipped it the last 2 runs. It's won both of them. Remember, Paul Peters said that the further this goes, the better it will be. Last time out, beat Kurt's Approval very, very easily over 2,600 meters at this course and distance. And again, we do think that carrying 53 kilos, we don't believe that the handicapper has caught up with this one as yet. And we think that Lamborghini round about 12 to 10 is probably the best bet on the card. For second, we have gone for horse number 1. This is Flying First Class. Calvin Habib gets a ride here for David Nieuwenhuizen. Guys, what we must look at there, Calvin did ride Lamborghini last time, so just watch for any betting support before you put your head down. As I said, so Calvin's on this one here. Again, has some decent form. Did finish second, 3 runs back to Kurt's Approval. And we see that Lamborghini beat Kurt's Approval by just over 2.5 lengths. So if you use Kurt's Approval as a yardstick, Lamborghini certainly looks the right one. For third, we've gone for horse number 4, Go Dream Machine, Craig Zaki for David Nieuwenhuizen. And we think that, go and look there, behind Snow Palace, ran in the Oaks against Rain Holland, has been running too stronger. I know he was a long way back last time out behind Lamborghini, but I certainly think that this one should come back to his best form, can be there and thereabouts. We've tipped the 3 to run 4th. This is Arlington Action. This did run on Sunday, so just see, I don't know if it's taken its race well enough, but we've tipped it to run 4th in race 5, guys. As I said, 5, 1, 4, 3, and we think that the 5 are still ahead of the handicapper. 6th race on the card, Dwarf at 15.25, mid-rated 72 handicap for the girls, to be run over 1,800 meters. Please take note, there are 2 scratchings. Horse 2, Defender of Rights, is out, and horse 3, Scene Sense, is out. So this leaves us with 9 runners. In the 6th race, our first selection here, horse number 8, Mirren, Samanga Kamalo, riding for the Boertis Vosloo yard. This is the first run for the yard. When we look at the form, there's nothing to jump up and down about. The last 2 runs, 9 lengths off them, drawn very badly, drawn 3. I see there's been a touch of support for this one, which makes me like it even more. Currently around about 7 to 1. We're tipping that one to upset the apple cart. For second, going for another rough here, horse number 7, Stunning Kitten. Josh Solomon getting the ride here for Paulie Matchett. I think that, again, this has been running to some better than its meeting here. Last time out over this course and distance was under 6 lengths behind Flying First Class. And again, I think reverting back to the 1800 would suit this one down to the ground, and certainly worth an inclusion. For third, gone for the favourite. This is horse number 1, Let There Be Light. Gavin Arena for Paul Peter. Please take note, this did run on the 30th of June, did win. There has been a touch of support for this one, and we've tipped this one to run 3rd. We think that with the 60 kilos, maybe a little too much. For 4th, gone for the ultra consistent 5, Dark Travel. Calvin Habib getting back aboard this one for Brett Weber. Calvin rode it 2 and 3 runs back, whereby finished 4th and 1st. And we do think that, again, Dark Travel will be finishing the race off when others have cried enough. So the 6th race, 8, 7, 1, 5. Just watch the betting on 8. 7th race on the card, Dwarf at 15.55, Mary rated 89 handicap, again for the girls, to be run over 1,800 meters. Please take note, guys, horse number 6, Terror Time, has been scratched. Again, very, very open event, and our narrow first selection here is horse number 9, Cheringoma. Falasandentoli, he retains a ride for Stewie Pettigrew. Last time out, this finished 5th, 5 lengths behind Sister Light. It is a second run after a rest, and I think that this one will strip a lot fitter than it did last time out, and again certainly will make its presence felt. For second, we have gone for horse number 3, Bureau de Legend. Samanga Kamalo gets the ride here for Mike de Kock. Again, the form is a little sketchy, but when Samanga rides for Mike, we have to take notice, and I certainly think that this could improve to make its presence felt. For third, gone for horse 5, Victoria Page, Diego de Gaveo, getting the ride here for the Terry stable. Again, has got some fair form, and again, in an open event, can certainly be there and thereabouts. And for fourth, we've gone for horse 11. This is Kind Judy. Muzieni gets aboard this one for the Bortis Foster Yard. Has 1-2 on the trot with Samanga aboard. And again, certainly cannot be left out of any permutation. Quite an open race. So we've gone 9, 3, 5 and 11. Move on to the lucky last, guys. Just to show off at 16.25. A classified stakes over 1,800 meters. And this is an absolute nightmare. Put in as many as the budget can allow here, guys. Really, really, really. Our narrow first selection is this 3, Catch a Green Light, Calvin Habib, getting aboard this one for the first time for Fabian Habib. They've pulled the pacifiers off. We go back and we look at the run where he won, beating Call Me Master. Was slow, ran on really, really well. If can produce that run, will certainly go very, very close. For second, we have gone for horse 2, Cool Michael. Gav Lorena getting the ride here for Robbie Sage. Last time out, drawn very wide, got caught wide, was slow, and again is certainly better than that. For third, we have gone for horse number 9, and this is Cape Bouquet. Nathan Klink getting the ride here for Brett Weber. I am putting a line through the last run. I think this could be a little better than that. And in this type of field, can certainly fill in the back end of trifectas and quartets. And for fourth, we've thrown in horse number 1, Quenetra. Ray Danielson retaining the ride for Roy Magna. This ran third last time out with Ray aboard. Set the pace over 1,600 meters. And again, should again go to the front and be there and thereabouts. As I said, guys, throw in the 5, throw in the 11, even throw in the 8. This is quite an open event here, and one doesn't want to go out the last race. So race 8, as I said, open event. We've gone 3, 2, 9, 1, but throw in 5, 8, and 11. Take a smaller percentage. I'd rather have 20% of something than 100% of nothing, guys. Guys, look after yourselves. Take care. Break a leg. And Stevie, back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks for that input, the postman. I see you've tipped a PA, a jackpot 1, a jackpot 2, a 8-race program, and your best bet Lamborghini at 18-10, and your value bet Full House at 7-1. So please, Lord, let them arrive for the boys. I know we did fantastically well in the July tips, so hopefully you boys got on and you collected the money, especially with the double of Royal Victory and Gentleman's Wager. So that was fantastic tipping from the team, and I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. We've got some more interesting stuff coming up, so stay tuned and enjoy your racing. All in all, enjoy, have fun, break a leg, and cheers for now.